Hey, welcome back to another episode of Maintenance with Mike. So today we're up bright and early. We're gonna head up into the bush and get some wood. We're gonna take you along with us. But this is part 2 of plowing on a steep driveway traction. So now we have received the custom width chains from the same manufacturer that makes the other ones. And in a second here, I'll spin you around and show you. You can see how much higher these are sitting on the sidewall here. They don't come down too far. And on the inside, they're sitting about the same. So once we tension that all up, it will be impossible for the backside to come off. And we'll show you that we've got the proper amount of clearance as well now. So what you want to do is I lay the chains out on the ground, pull one section up on top here, and then just have the jack under it and put it in neutral and rotate the tire around. It kind of semi lines up the chain with the tread. So you can see the width now is a much better fit. They're nice and high. There's about an inch clearance to the shock, and about the same amount of clearance to the stabilizer bar. And these will also, they won't go that way any further, right? As soon as I tension the front, these will either stay here or pull up slightly. So what we want to do is, you want something to kneel on, because you always want to save your knees. Whenever possible, save your knees. So this basically, these are cut to length now. So you want a hook. The inside is just a hook usually. And you want to make that nice and tight. I'll show you something that we've realized that the manufacturer did. And you may be able to tell already. Just loop this through here. And it comes up and it clicks inside this link here to hold it. And I'll show you how to zip tie those later to make sure they don't come off. So these are what's known as a double duty chain, which is every other link there's a twisted bar chain that comes across. So as you can see already, we've got a large section here that's missing a cross chain. So based on this length, which I'm not too sure if I made the error or the manufacturer made the error, when they make a set of chains, they always leave 4 links after the last. These ones fit perfectly on the last link, which is fine because you normally cut off the extra links anyway, so they don't get tangled up in things. But I would like to see one more cross chain at least here for traction purposes. I don't think that's asking for too much here. So what they are going to do is they're going to send me another one of these with these partially opened. And what I'll do is I'll hook it in there and then I'll crush this in the vise to tighten it up. And then we'll have one more cross section here, which I think is going to hold a lot better as far as traction goes. But yeah, that's the solution. We had to have a custom set made for the Kioti K9 2400 with the mag wheels. The size is, these are called 350 Magnum, these wheels. And it's 25, 10, 12 is the size. This width of this chain from outside to outside is 13 and a half, 13.5 inches is what we came up with. And it sits really nicely on the tire now. And so let me spin you around again. We'll put the bungees on the front, tension that all up. Kneeling pad. This is going to be a gloves off operation here. What I like to do is, so I got 2 sets of these tensioners for these chains. The only reason I did is on the Kubota, there's a little bit more room for movement, I guess, of the chains. These are pretty critical, right? We've got a maximum 1-inch gap here on the inside for the sway bar that we do not want to be marring and chewing up. So what we'll do is we'll put a tensioner on here. We'll move that to the top. Make sure this is sort of all the same all the way around here. That one's going to go that way. And then we basically just tighten it down to this first link here. This is where we're going to start to see some tension. This one's going to go this way now. And this one is going to go directly opposite to that one. You can see that makes a big difference in tightening up the chain. What we're going to do is we're going to put the second one on now too. We're just going to pick a spot to start. And I think we'll just go in between these. So that'll go from there to there. And this one will come up to there. This one will go down to, ooh, yeah, that is tight, eh? I think pulling up on it's probably going to be easier. Just so I don't punch the ground or catch one of these in the face. You can see how tight that is to get those on there. You can also see how the chains come down further in this missing cross-section chain as well. So when this chain is added, it'll actually make these ride a little bit better. But for now, we're okay. So what I like to do is, this is the clip that clips into the link here. So if that was to come out of there, the chain would come off. So what I do is I run a tie wrap through the link and across that tightener, and then I cut it off. Now that can never come out of that link. And I'll show you on the inside as well. We'll do the same on that hook. Now, let me take it. Here's the hook right here. Right? What I like to do is run a tie wrap through here so the hook can't come out of this link. Right? That makes sense. Do a rotation here. We got nice amount of clearance on the sway bar and the shock now. Yeah, really good. Really pleased with those. So let's cut that off. And again, this is where you can see where that section of cross chain is missing. We're going to do 1, 2, so there's going to be a cross chain right here. And we'll put that on as soon as they ship them to me. But for today, this is going to get us up through some snow. Okay, let's go. A little bit of go juice.